EFCC narrows 10 billion naira fraud probe to 10 PDP items spending. Varsity students pounce on strip man disguised as woman to see lover. FG Delta defer on $4.2 million a pound Ibori loot payment. Reps confused. MAN says petrol price hike inevitable, demands transparency. 4 police killed as gunmen attack Enugu Imo police stations. 0817-923-0002. Let's hear you. Good morning. Hello?
Good morning, Enigma.
Good morning.
Yes, I've been from Abua. The governor said will apply no work, no pay. I think the issue of judicial autonomy would help to foreclose, the interference of the executive and the legislature. And I think it will help the masses. How come that he does not want? He said he has implemented it. This implementation is not something that should be known by him alone. Because the same issue he talked about, the minimum wage. He has started implementation. Why is he always opposing federal government?
All right, we're now adjourned for good morning.
Yeah, good morning. The G20 test on Thursday is Rumekwe. For me, I will beg all Rumekwe people to go back to drawing board to make sure that there is peace in Rumekwe, because Rumekwe cannot afford to experience crisis now. Rumekwe is just coming out from crisis for over some years. So then going back to crisis now is what ever was a whole, not like to be so.
Thank you for calling. In the Guardian, we're caught unawares in Iwolo Enugu police attack. Wike threatens to enforce no work, no pay rule over Jusun strike. FG receives Japan's 1.9 billion hour disaster reduction equipment. Next COVID-19 vaccine supply for Nigeria uncertain, NPHCDA reveals. IGP unveils Operation Restore Peace in Southeast South. That's the Guardian newspaper. Good morning. Hello?
Hello, good morning, the very distinguished Senator Floke calling from HA. On the issue that broke out in Umebli, we are now surprised that allegedly shot a boy. I think for me, I have been speaking on the issue of OSPAC, the way they are being recruited. And it looks as if the appropriate authorities are not paying much, needed concern. At this point in time, I think the local government chairman and the commissioner of police need to come in this pattern, because as far as I'm concerned, the way these guys behave, I think they are complementing the mayhem of the police, in which somebody can be recruited and gun be given to him. The gun don't even know how to handle. I don't think it's a very good one. You shoot somebody even to the extent that they come into matters of land and boyfriend and girlfriend.
We're now adjourned, Phil. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you. Look at man from HA. Yeah, John Bazia saying that those who defected to PDP are moods in APC. I concur with John Bazia. It's 100% correct. You see, you cannot be in a party and you're dishing out information to another party. That is what Joe Igo Agoma and other persons were doing in the party. And we expected them to move for a very long time. And now they have moved. It's a welcome development to we in APC.
All right, thank you. Good morning. We are Nigerian, Phil. Hello?
Good morning. Nigerian Info?
Yes, we are. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Romy Deke. I'm calling from Gokana. In your in-house news, Honorable John Bazia said that those who defected from All Progressive Congress to PDP were moved in PDP. But I want to put it very clear. He said he was a member of the People's Democratic Party and he moved to APC. Does it mean he was also removed in PDP?
We're not tuned.
Good morning.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yes, my name is Tony Samuel, calling from Port Harcourt. The incident at Ichie by OSPAC is an unfortunate one. I want to say that the police should take responsibility, officials, the perpetrators of that act.
and deal with them according to law, so that others can learn from it. That's my take this morning.
All right, thank you for calling. We've got Daniel. Daniel is calling from Transamadi. Good morning, Daniel.
Yeah, good morning. The statement of the USA government about rate of not paying salaries, that is what I say, complete arrogancy. You see, you cannot be saying that they're demanding more power to the state, but they cripple the local government and cripple the powers of judiciary at the same time. You cannot do that as a governor, because first of all, if you want to restructure as some of the state government is calling, why don't you start restructuring from the state, whereby we have independence of the judiciary and the local government have to work. But here in the River State, the governor is so arrogant that he has to threaten everybody if he's a power to be, which is wrong. Thank you very much.
How can you say the governor is arrogant? Don't use disrespectful words for those who are ruling you. We're Nigerian folk.
Hello.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Good morning. This is Vincent Alonso calling from Ngati.
All right.
Please, I want to talk on this judiciary. Like, to me, I want to deal with the governor. Should allow checks and balances in governance. There's no how government is all about checks and balances. It cannot pocket the legislators and also want to pocket the judiciary. If you allow them to function the body, that's my one point. The other one is the hospital that killed, I didn't kill somebody in the chief. The government should handle them, make sure that.
All right, thank you for calling. We go to Facebook. We're live on Facebook this morning. King Boy Eze, the death of the young man at Umebulu. Proper investigation must be carried out by the police, and the people responsible for this should be punished according to the law to deter others from doing such acts. Emioka, Governor should try to be calming down as it turned a valedictory session of the retired Chief Judge of the state. There's meant to be a celebration to an attack on FIDA, judiciary workers, NBA, etc. He should try to instead negotiate for peace for the unions, that's judiciary and other labor unions in the state. We have Ajugu Nuhu. I'm worried this morning the way and manner Governor Wike is threatening the lawyers in the state. The governor and the leader of the state should, not talk to his people. Where are we? Killing the people you were paid to protect is not just heartless but clueless. The security operatives should not sweep this particular matter under the carpet. Talking about the incident at Umebulu. Hector Christopher, I think these are some of the reasons the Constitution needs to be reviewed and amended so that the executive will not have automatic power. Let the judiciary and the legislature also present their budget. Governor Wike should stop threatening people who decide or who have a different stand against the administration. He should also know the consequence of no work, no pay threat to workers on strike. Ndidi Eleon, who disagrees with Honorable John Bazia that those APC members that left the party to PDP were moles. I see him as being economical with the truth, because they ought to have known that they left as a result of the high-handedness and lack of internal democracy in the party. He appears to be talking from a biased point of view. What happened to the old party eventually happened to the new one. There are no two ways about it. On Twitter, we have Forum Freddy, who says, why is Governor Wike showing wickedness to workers? Could this be the reason why at Rume May Girls Junior Secondary School students pay 1,500 naira for report card and 100 naira for chalk and broom? What is really happening? Bangoda Twegbu, Governor Wike threatened to implement no work, no pay policy for Jusun workers. For me, the governor should withdraw the threat and dialogue with Jusun. Where your right stops is when the person's right begins. Ibori Lut returns to Delta. It's a welcome development. It's encouraging that we have a listening government led by President Buhari. Applaud him. Secondly, we'll leave it there. But, the Delta State government has come out to say, we have not received the money. We heard it over the news, the same way you two heard it over the news. We're Nigerian for good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, power. Hello?
Yes, let's hear you.
Yes, President Buhari kicking against open grazing is not a welcome development. If you follow like that, it will fuel crisis in the nation, because that thing is a very big problem to the south. And again, I congratulate Governor Wike for that gigantic project at Oyibo. cassava processing. And that note too, since its inception, they've not commissioned anything in Eche, road to hospital, anything. Please tell him to find a way to commission one. Virtually all the local government has commissioned something. Has not commissioned anything in Eche.
Well, on Twitter we have Hector saying federal government returning Ibori loot to Delta State is not a good idea. That looted money will be looted again. The best the federal government should have done is to use that money to execute projects for Delta State. Why would the money be returned to the state when there was no money missing? Roundface, Governor Wike threatens to implement no work, no pay as Jusun strike lingers. I believe that before Jusun embarked on the strike, they knew their rights, and the governor should look for a way to resolve the problem instead of implementing the no work, no pay policy that will make the strike linger more. People under drugs and alcohol are being given guns to act as security. It's only in this part of the world we don't value lives. Kind advice, protect yourself. Unjoku Chinedu Augustine from Eche. And now, did I hear the state governor say we use the security men to lock the court for 1 year if they refuse to return to work? Then someone is telling me about state police. So unfortunate, Obina sent that in. We're Nigerian for Port Harcourt. Reading your messages. Abiye Andy, the governor said judiciary is autonomous. Why is he threatening them with no work, no pay? Is it not contradictory? Where are we? This one, IK from Rumdara says, good morning, and all. Wike to commission the cassava processing plant tomorrow, and the people in the area complain of bad roads. So, how can this work? IK, there is another road. There's a back road. Oh my goodness. A family of boy or man killed by Ospak in Eche. Speak. This is very sad. The rate at which Ospak is operating with guns in River State without proper training is too bad. I suggest they undergo serious training on how to handle guns. Patrick is sending that in. Stereoman in Port Harcourt. Governor threatens no work, no pay. Jusun and FG have signed agreement already to resolve the strike. So why is the governor coming up with a threat now? Henry from Oigbo. Commission of cassava processing plant by Governor Wike, good one. But which road will the lorries follow to carry the finished products? In planting and industry, you'll make the access road first before any other thing. Now the reverse will be the case. Afam Road needs urgent attention. Ibori loot returned to Delta State. That's the best news this morning. I'm happy they returned it to the federal government. Okay? I mean, that's from the UK. Ospak, Eche should be careful so they don't tarnish the image of Ospak. They should come to Ilele Ospak and learn how to be professional. Gideon sent that in. I dare ask the River State High Court judge if official cars are supposed to be replaced by Governor Wike or by the state judiciary. The return of the Ibori loot to Delta State government means federal government has just returned the money back to Ibori because Ibori and Okowa are one and the same people. Governor Wike and the NJC, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, the media, and PDP should apologize to Chibike Amechi. Why? He says because Governor Wike has vindicated the minister on the recent appointment of the chief judge for the state. Godwin from Eche says the returning of Iborilu to Delta State government is a welcome development, but I don't know why the only people they see as looters in this country are only dead people. All these people still looting Nigeria's money that are alive. Nigerians are watching. 08179230002. Good morning. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Oh. Well, call if you can. Accountant General of Nigeria returns Ibori loot to Delta State as Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, who claimed that Ibori did not steal anything, has remained silent. No thanks to PMB. No, he did ask. He asked for that money. Why not we privatize our security sector like how we did to Nitel and have a good result? Telecoms, like we do or we have in telecom, so we can overcome the shootings, killings, and disturbance of public peace. Kaji is asking. Wike threatens no work, no pay for Jusun workers. He's trying to tell us that the judiciary is still the baby arm of the government and not one of the organs of government that is equal with the executive and with the legislators. I won't blame him. This is Nigeria. And in Nigeria, anything goes. Victor Marcus sent that in. Governor Wike insulted lawyers, called MB and FIDA names. That was on course of the governor Imagine him saying lawyers and MBA are irritants. Governor Wike has revealed that judicial autonomy is difficult to achieve. Governors are our problem. He said he refused to appoint Akpogonum because she is in the opposition. Acho Amodu. Bomb explosion was an accident, not a suicide bombing. How can we believe that when there had been a series of attacks recently in the southeast? Should the said officer enter the school before the explosion? Is that how the state police command will say it was an accident after students had died? How would an officer carrying a grenade be so careless to cause an explosion? The police needs to explain this to us. It's suspicious. Talking about the Ebonyi incident, right? That's Boma from Abisa. Gift. If the Rivers State Judiciary is autonomous, as the governor once claimed, how come he has the power to enforce no work, no pay? Tyranny anywhere is a threat for freedom everywhere. Uzoma Chijoke from Imo State. Governor Wike's commission Oigbo cassava processing plant is a good one. But which road will he pass to that place? Will he fly to the cassava processing plant? I can't wish my enemies to make use of that road because I know what I passed through the very last time I used that road. Okay. OSPAC should have been educated and trained, not recruiting in the name of settling boys and cause more insecurity. And so the man that was caught at the Ignatius Aju University of Education was not a student. He dressed as a female and went into the female hostel to meet his girlfriend, said he wanted to collect something, and he was caught and they stripped him. I saw the picture. He was just wearing a red bra, and he was at the back, on the back of what's that thing called now? The Hilux. We have success and confidence, and that's the final calls I'll take this morning, starting with success from Goshimi, left the building. Confidence in Bori. Good morning.
Good morning. It's really unfortunate that Mr. Wike will be playing politics with everything. Now he has even gone to the extreme. Same politics with judicial workers. He was thinking that buying them cars and building their houses will change their positions on matters that affect the poor. You should go and sit down and think of what you should do to move the state forward. Look at it. Classrooms are empty. Look at situation now. It will soon come to workers of the health sector. You want to kill everything in River State? I wait for River State because since the advent of Wike, he has not done anything to move the youth, the state, anything, any sector to forward. I rest my case.
All right. Thank you very much, Confidence, for calling from Bori. Let's see if we can take some more on Facebook and wrap this up this morning. On Facebook, we're Nigerian for PH. Oh, don't forget, so the Constitution review that is taking place nationwide was supposed to start today at the Obiwali International Conference Center on GRK Road, but they moved it to tomorrow, so it starts tomorrow, and it will be on tomorrow and Friday, the public hearing. So plan to be there. You know, it's now starting tomorrow and Friday. So plan to be there. If there's a change in venue, we'll let you know. But they have said they will have it tomorrow and Friday. I'll take a few more messages. Godwin Onyeche, good morning, Nigeria Info. The return of Iborilo to Delta State government is a welcome development, but I don't know why the only poll. Okay, I read that already. Okay, so we go to Twitter. Any messages there? Siko, if Governor Wike said he has implemented the judicial autonomy, why then the threat of no work, no pay, talking from both sides of his mouth? Christian Williams, FG returns Iborilu to Delta State. This is good, but my concern is why did Delta State government host a welcome back party to a man who stole their Commonwealth and continue to tell the world that James Ibori never stole a dime from the state fund. Anobi Enkachi, OSPAC and extrajudicial killings in Eche. It amazes me when people express surprise over the unruly attitude of the OSPAC. I want to ask, who are OSPAC members? What was their orientation before they were recruited into OSPAC? Were they rehabilitated? No. And that's a wrap this morning on the headlines. Thank you for joining the conversation. The news at 7 is up after the commercial, and then sports. After sports, real estate half hour on radio with Boeing Luxury Estates. I'll be here. Do stay tuned. My name is Eno Bevire. Good morning.